The Detroit Lions, week one at Kansas City. This is awesome. So, if you haven't heard yet, the Detroit Lions are going to open up the season on the NFL kickoff night, which is that Thursday night standalone before the games over the weekend. And it's usually always the defending Super Bowl champion. Then they're going to try to match you up with somebody really, really headline, really draw a lot of interest. And this year, the NFL put the Detroit Lions in that game. So it's Detroit Lions at Kansas City. So let's take a look at it here. I'm going to show you why it's awesome and why it's also not good at all. So let's look at a couple of things. Obviously, some respect given to the NFL as they saw what the Lions did in the last 10 games. They went 8-2 after a rough start, and now they're current favorites to win the NFC North and the third best odds to emerge as NFC champions. It's kind of crazy, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. There's a lot that can happen, but at the same time, just where we stand right now, that's the thing. Where we stand right now, yes, that is true. The Lions are probably the third best team in the NFC, which is kind of crazy. And you look at it, the Lions closed out, and really how we kind of leapfrogged or jump started the offseason was this Green Bay win on Sunday Night Football to end the 2022 regular season. So it's pretty cool. Lions get to be in front of the national crowd once again at Kansas City, the Super Bowl champions. And you see the Super Bowl champs at Arrowhead, Red Sea, and then you're going to have the Detroit Lions, Honolulu blue and white come waltzing in there. I love it. Absolutely think it's going to be great. It's great for the fans. We deserve it, right? Because we've just been through a lot and we want to just enjoy it for real. So let's take a look though. Here's what's crazy is let's look at the week one odds. Okay. So it's like, all right, where are we at with the Kansas City Chiefs? Are we like on the same, like, is this a Super Bowl preview, or like are we just a fun story that we're going to get in there and get killed? Well, Vegas thinks that we're just kind of a fun story that when we're going to go in there and get killed. They have the line at I think it was 7 points. Yeah, a touchdown. That's a big number when you're looking at especially this prime time week one matchup, because usually it's two really good teams. Chiefs are that for sure. Hey, Lions are that for sure. Now, Vegas doesn't think so. Vegas thinks that, hey, Lions might be good, but the Chiefs are that much better. So this is interesting to me because I didn't think the number would be so big. Remember, in the NFL, every game is a field goal. Every game's close within a touchdown. But to be a full touchdown favorite, I get it's at Kansas City. And let me know in the comments, is it to our advantage to have Kansas City early on, or is it our disadvantage? The disadvantage would be they're all healthy. If the Chiefs are firing on all cylinders, it's going to be hard for us. Versus, hey, the advantage would be maybe the offense hasn't gotten in rhythm yet. Maybe the Chiefs offense hasn't gotten in rhythm and our defense is much improved. We can kind of hang in there for a little bit because then, with us, we're going to be pesky. We're going to be a team that's going to be hard to deal with throughout the entire game. So can you stay in there? Can you create some turnovers? Can we score enough? That's really going to be the question. Whereas, man, Kansas City, you look at them, they lost Tyreek Hill. They have Kelsey, of course. And they've got these other guys, just these other dudes that you're like, well, I don't know, what are they going to do? Well, they went on and won the Super Bowl is what they did. Now, they don't have Smith-Schuster anymore, but they just have guys. And when you have Patrick Mahomes that's able to run around and find Kelsey, it just gets weird. And we just have to score. That's the NFL today. We have to score. And good news is we have Ben Johnson. We have an innovative offense. We have Jared Goff. And how about this? I mean, our running back room is so much more improved. Jamal Williams, average back. Swift isn't good. We finally can just say it out loud. He's not good. And what I mean by he's not good is that he just doesn't hit the holes, doesn't hit the right holes, by the way. We saw that in Hard Knocks. We saw it throughout the season. If you watch, he would come off and coaches would be like, inside, you could read their lips like saying how to get to holes. He wouldn't hit the holes correctly. He didn't do it in Hard Knocks, didn't do it in the season. Then he's hurt. Then he's like, even when he's healthy, it's like, we can't have you in there, man, because you're not hitting the holes. We need 6 yards. Stop trying to bounce it outside or trying to do whatever he does, So Swift and Jamal Williams weren't that good. And by the way, Montgomery, I don't know if you noticed this, Montgomery is bigger than Jamal Williams. Don't know if Jamal Williams, just the way his arm, I don't know. He looks bigger, Jamal Williams, but Jamal Williams, maybe it's because he's slower too. Montgomery is quicker. He's bigger than Jamal Williams. And now you've got Jahmyr Gibbs, who can truly stick his nose in between the tackles. We're talking about his pass catching ability, but Ben Johnson's going to be able to use him. Yes, pass catching, but he can run the ball. When Swift was in, it's like, you're probably not going to run it up the middle. You're probably not going to do, but it's like, no, we're not, because Swift won't do it. That's the problem. So now the Detroit Lions go into Kansas City, have an opportunity to hang with them offensively. We know we could probably hang with them offensively, and now we're much improved defensively. So it is going to be an absolute, hey, let's find out. Let's just find out. Are we going to win, lose, get killed? Let's just see, and we'll get a lot of information from this game by just absolutely taking a look and seeing where we're at. By the way, if you like this canvas, link is in the description, 20% off, something like that. Let us know, or click on that. That's canvas. They got a lot of different Lions options. I like it because it's not like the Detroit Lions. It's just like a lion. People get the point. If they come over, they know. Also, become a member, helps us support the channel. We really appreciate that. You can get in as little as like $2.99 a month and get some different things. So last thing I'll show you is the schedule in general. So we've got what we know so far. Chiefs, and more to come here just shortly, but here's what we know so far. Chiefs, Packers. Like going to Lambeau early in the season. Well, it's still warm and not freezing cold. That's great. It's Thursday. Don't love that, but it's early enough in the season where you're not too banged up. And this one's early in the season. So this Thursday night game doesn't matter because it's the first game. Thursday night, Packers on Thanksgiving, fine, like whatever. And then Vikings. So the NFL is telling you right there that it's going to be us and the Vikings for the division, and it's going to come down to that game probably. And fine, like let's go. It's finally here where we can start talking about the games, predictions, see where we're at, because the Lions, it's real. It's so weird this one is actually a real thing. We're always excited about the Lions, wonder if they could do something. They showed us last year that they can. Innovative offense, much improved defense, good coach, good quarterback. I don't see a lot of weaknesses. I just don't see it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Awesome sign of respect for the Lions to get that first game at Arrowhead. I love it. I also hate it. We'll find out. See you on the next one.